Coronaviruses are a family of contagious viruses that can cause respiratory infections from the common cold to SARS. These viruses can mutate rapidly, resulting in the 2019 new coronavirus named SARS coronavirus 2, which has crown-like spikes that characterize the family. As with most viruses, SARS coronavirus 2 commonly spreads from an infected person to others through droplets in the air when coughing and sneezing, through close personal contact, or by touching a contaminated surface and then touching the face. Unless controlled, each infection typically results in 2 to 3 subsequent people being infected. Like other coronaviruses, SARS coronavirus 2 deposits its genetic material into host cells. The viral RNA reaches host elements called ribosomes, which act as factories that produce viral proteins. This facilitates replication of the viral genome and assembly of viral components, producing fully formed replicants that are secreted and further spread infection.
The reservoir of the new Chinese coronavirus, SARS-CoV-2, is an animal, and as in the case of SARS, active between 2002 and 2003, that animal is thought to be a bat. The virus is thought to have passed to a different animal, an intermediate host, perhaps a pangolin. The coronavirus was able to adapt and mutate and be transmitted to humans. Symptoms are fever and signs of respiratory infections like coughing, chest pain, as well as breathing difficulties, and in rare cases, diarrhea and vomiting. Experts have decided on a quarantine period of 14 days, but the exact duration of the incubation period is unknown. It could last up to 24 days. There's no vaccine or antiviral treatment against the epidemic caused by the coronavirus, which can be deadly, so only the symptoms are treated.
Ay, de mi corona, corona de miedo, reino de dudas.
Avec toi on vit, Corona. On s'aime loin les yeux, chacun chez soi.
Introduci in casa mia, Corona, ma la chiave non te l'ho data. La chiave non te l'ho data.
جمع میشیم
我们看到你的所作所为 Corona 别再伤害我们 On ne te laissera pas passer Corona Ni moi, ni mon grand-papa For all of those who take care of us Corona Hey, let's send them my love
Torcher le cul de Corona Et il reste plus que des pâtes sans gluten
Ay de mi Corona, 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 hazme el favor Hasta que la vacuna nos separe Corona, sí, mañana será mejor
Même si la vie nous sépare à cause de toi
Bientôt on pourra s'embrasser
Bientôt on pourra se serrer Bientôt on pourra se retrouver Aïe aïe aïe
Today, the greatest risk of global catastrophe doesn't look like this. Instead, it looks like this. If anything kills over 10 million people in the next few decades, it's most likely to be a highly infectious virus rather than a war. Not missiles, but microbes. Now, part of the reason for this is that we have invested a huge amount in nuclear deterrence. But we've actually invested very little in a system to stop an epidemic. We're not ready for the next epidemic.
You delivered a TED Talk where you predicted pretty much what is happening now. Now, thanks to the world we live in, that has sprouted a bunch of conspiracy theories, everything from Bill Gates invented this virus to prove himself right, or he knew it was going to happen and that's why he said it. Was that TED Talk about this virus, or was that a hypothetical that has now come true?
Well, I didn't know specifically that it'd be coronavirus and that it would hit in late 2019. But the goal of the talk was to encourage governments to make the investments so we could respond very quickly and keep the case numbers very, very low. And so sadly, this is not a case where, I feel like, hey, I told you so. Because we didn't use that time when it was clear as the biggest threat to kill millions of people to have the diagnostic standing by, to be ready to ramp up a vaccine factory. A few things were done. Some countries, our foundation funded some work that will help with the vaccines now, will help with the diagnostics, but most of what was called for, particularly in a New England Journal of Medicine article I did that went into way more specifics than I could in a short TED Talk, those things didn't get done, and so that's why it's taking us a long time to get our act together faced with this threat.
The lesson from Italy is that if you run out of ventilators, clinicians have to make incredibly hard decisions.
It is a war on coronavirus. We're not able to touch it. We are able to kill it eventually. And in the old type of spirit of the war, we have to rally around and we will have to help each other and we have to help our loved ones, and that's what we're trying to do.
En caso personal mío puedo decir que falleció la suegra de mi hijo el día de ayer 4 de la mañana y ella todavía no ha sido recogida. Ellos se encargaron de comprar el ataúd, la tienen a la señora en la casa, en la parte de abajo, en el dormitorio de ella. Ya han pasado, hoy a las 4 de la mañana, fueron 24 horas y todavía la señora está ahí.
La única palabra que lo dijeron, vayas a su casa que nosotros lo llamamos. ¿Para qué? Para llamarlo a las 1 o 2 horas y decirle su paciente ya está muerto. Venga a hacer trámite para retirarlo.
18 muertos, yo los conté 18 muertos como lo llevaban a los pobres en camilla. En camilla parecían saco de papas, parecía que llevaban esos muertos y sé que no hay muchos muertos.
No me está en el certificado de función, yo no trabajo, no quiero problemas. Bueno, ¿el cuerpo dónde está ahorita? Porque no tengo en qué basarme, pues tengo que ver el diagnóstico, veo el certificado médico, que veo ya neumonía, ya más o menos ya calculo que es eso.